From the corner of 16th and Pennsylvania Streets in 1915 to present day at the breathtaking Center for the Performing Arts in Carmel, this is Civic Theater. This is Civic's 105th consecutive season of live local community theater. Civic's mission is to foster a love of theater through imagination, education, and participation. There's something extra special about this season's lineup of shows.
Storytelling, which is what we do at its base, is about connection. Elf is incredibly popular. It's something that a lot of people do as a family tradition. They sit down, they watch Elf. Shakespeare is in the public consciousness because it's Shakespeare. It's been around forever. And this is a popular title, a title everyone knows. A Few Good Men, everybody quotes Jack Nicholson. You can't handle the truth. I mean, that's what most people know. And Matilda, it's very popular for children of all ages.
Civic serves over 20,000 community members each season through educational opportunities and outreach programs.
In addition to the annual Junior Civic Mainstage Musical, which this past year was Shrek Junior, hugely successful, we offer the Junior Civic Variety Hour now, and we have the YAP program that is continuing to expand with their summer productions, the musical that they do, as well as the cabaret performance of Review. The addition of Act 2, our new improv troupe for children, adds to Act 1, which is our premier performing troupe. So, expansion of those production elements of Junior Civic is exciting.
Just what does it take to bring a show to life?
First of all, we have to decide that it's marketable, that it's artistically satisfying. It has to pass a lot of tests before it even gets on the season. And then we begin the planning process. You know, for us, that starts at least a year in advance, sometimes almost 2 years in advance, especially if we know way in advance that we've got a title. We have to hold auditions, go through that process. Sometimes that's easy, and there's 150 people that show up for a show, and sometimes there's 35, and they're not the right 35. Then we begin the process. With a musical, we start with learning the music. For the play, we generally start with reading through it. But that process lasts anywhere between 5 to 6 weeks for a play and up to 10 weeks for a musical.
And the people, volunteer actors, a live orchestra, and a professional staff.
For each individual person involved that's in sort of the main cast, about 150 hours of rehearsal. A play, 75 to 100, depending on the role you're in.
For me as a music director, to be able to rely on the budget necessary to have a full live orchestra for every musical production that we do is something that is not very common. And I do not take it for granted, and I hope our audiences understand that that is something that they get here that they may not be getting other places, because we invest in that and we hire local musicians and we produce high quality music for these shows.
All of these elements come together to bring us to one place, opening night.
The most significant date is that opening night. That's sort of the night the magic begins. I mean, it has its moments up to that point, but the audience is sort of the final ingredient.